Need to know if this works.
It's working.
Okay, it works.
It's on.
That was an adventure and a half.
All right.
So, we're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning how to do this like
Yeah. I just found out something about this camera, and it came with a fucking remote. Oh wait.
Get the fuck out of here. Dude, you don't have to edit shit now. I feel
that's
like
too far.
this is very different from the last one because now we're both just like breaking the fourth wall and staring right at the fucking camera.
Yeah. I don't know if I want this in there.
Well, I'll leave it in.
All right.
We said in weeks ago that people would see.
Yeah,
us
weeks ago because I cut out another episode
cut
yet
out,
again.
Cut out another one, which I guess at this point is fine. Well, but now, so last week we talked about retelling stories and like, have we said this yet? Now we can just.
Exactly. That's
So
why.
now
I
we
cut it
have
out.
another 3 weeks where we can sound a little better. Right?
I suppose.
I'm fucking exhausted, by the way. I went to bed so fucking late last night.
Yeah. Do you want to open mine?
Why? I mean,
Because last week I had such an issue with it.
Fuck. No, you should open yours. I just like shoved my finger right the fuck in there.
Yeah, it didn't
Oh,
take me.
it's sticky.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't hard this time because I don't care about your couch anymore.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I noticed a little fucking, where is it? Like this here, which I hope the camera can't see. I don't want anybody knowing I have a dirty couch, but there's just like the tiniest, like new.
Are you accusing me of that?
discolor? No, it's on my side.
Okay,
It's probably
yeah.
my fault. But
yeah.
of course I blamed my girlfriend. Because I didn't, she spills a lot of shit. I know it was probably me somehow. But I didn't accuse her. I just
Assumed it was her.
strongly implied that it was her. Like,
Yeah.
but you know where this came from? No, it was probably you. I'm like, oh, I know it wasn't fucking me. Just hoping she would admit. So it was probably me.
So, we just talked about how we shouldn't be saying fuck in the first 30 seconds.
Well, maybe we didn't. Because of
Yeah,
the
maybe we
zooming
did.
in and everything. Maybe we didn't.
We could also just
Censor?
start talking about our jeans.
Andrew taught me something.
Yeah. So you shouldn't be drying your jeans. You should be hanging them up to dry. I didn't know this. I've gone through so many jeans, they just fucking shrink, they lose color. And so I just went to the jean store. I bought some jeans. And I asked the person there, I was like, why the fuck does this keep happening to me? They shrink. She's like, it's because of the heat. The heat ruins the elastics inside. It ruins the color.
Oh, yeah. Like a
So when you
full-blown
wash
reason?
them,
Okay.
yeah, she was like, when you wash them, put them inside out, and then dry them, hang them up to dry.
Nice.
So I've been
I
doing
mean,
that.
these pants are fucking. They were the color of yours, but I've just had these for years. They've never shrunk, but they've clearly lost their color.
Yeah,
I was telling you earlier.
that happens though.
Yeah, whatever.
But these are about a year old, I think.
That's pretty good. I think I've had these for 2 or 3, because I don't need clothes. I mean, I need clothes. But I don't go
Yeah,
out.
but jeans,
I don't
you-
go.
you
I don't
don't-
go out that much. So
You
it's,
don't need that many jeans,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I've been surviving off one pair for like 2 years now. So yeah, I think so. And I wash them like,
Apparently,
regularly enough.
Yeah, apparently you can wear jeans like fucking a month without washing them. I don't do that.
I don't.
But I from what I understand, it's like good for the denim or so. I don't know. I don't care that much.
I don't fucking know. Like really, and like what? I'll spend $40 if I have to. It's fine. Or how much do jeans cost?
Like $90.
Oh, I haven't bought jeans in a long time, man.
Yeah,
You
men's
know
jeans-
what? I definitely didn't pay $90 for these though. I think I
Yeah.
got these from like Old Navy or some shit.
Men's jeans are crazy expensive compared to women's jeans. I don't know why.
You know what? We're paying for the pockets. You ever notice that fucking women's pants don't have pockets?
I don't wear women's jeans, so no. I
No,
haven't
but you've
noticed that.
had girlfriends. You've never had, or just a female friend be like, I can't put my phone in my pocket because it's like this fucking deep. Like there's a conspiracy there, like that's why
You know what?
they
Yeah.
try and advertise
realized-
purses and shit because women can't have fucking pockets for some reason.
I did just realize that I'm constantly asked to hold people's phones because they don't want to hold them and they don't have anywhere to put them,
They don't have fucking pockets. So
even though they have a fucking purse.
So it's the purse market, man. There's the conspiracy. They don't give women's pants pockets so they can sell them purses instead.
Listen, I considered getting into the purse game at one point.
Yeah, but now you know it's immoral.
Yeah, but purses can sell for fucking thousands of dollars for no reason.
For no reason. Okay, but anything
There
can,
is a reason, yes,
anything
but-
can sell for a crazy amount of money for no reason.
But,
you know what
like,
I mean?
All the women I know have like at least 3 purses.
I think Steph does too. I think
Yeah,
she has
at
exactly
least 3.
three. At
Yeah.
least 3. Thank God we don't have that problem. Like
Well, that's why our jeans are more expensive.
Yeah, right. Because I got how many? 5 pockets. On
But it's not
these.
even that. It's the fact that they'll be like falling off. Like I have thick thighs, so I get like a phrase in the middle,
Okay.
and I'll still fucking wear them.
Yeah, I'm skinny as shit, man. I don't have a frame problem.
Yeah, but my like when there's holes in my jeans, they're dirty, whatever. Men still wear them.
That's true.
You know, women go through jeans and they go buy more, so they have to buy more. They're made. I think they're made lower quality. Somebody can fact check me on that.
I don't
but-
know. You know what? Don't fact check anything that we say because it's probably all wrong.
I'm gonna say like a 9.
I
Everything we've said, other than the fact that you wash your jeans inside out and hang dry them. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the only factual thing.
Exactly. Everything else that we've ever said is just incorrect, and you just shouldn't listen to us because we're just two idiots, just talking about shit for an hour and a bit. You know, that's really all it is.
Yeah, it's a way for us to get out of the house.
For you to get out of the house. I'm still at my house. I haven't gone anywhere. We went to get us the Red Bulls, and now I'm back at my house, man.
Hey man, you got out of the house.
I did. I'll be for a little bit. I went for a walk though last night, which is really something that I need to do more of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's depressing, man. Whatever. I'm back at work soon, so which I say every week, and I'm like counting down the time at this point because I just want to be outside again.
And then a week and you're gonna be like, fuck, I don't want to go back.
Oh yeah. As soon as we're on like the last week, we're like the camera sees that it's light outside and we don't have like the big construction lights in here to light us up. That's when I'm gonna be like crying on camera. I'm just like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do it. But whatever. Anyway, that was a wholesome way to start it. Fucking jeez. I didn't start the fucking timer. Whatever. We figured out how to work the camera. We still haven't figured this shit out.
I wonder if there's a way to turn the camera. I don't think so.
What do you
But
mean-
there's like,
What do you mean turn? Oh, like off the tripod?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. That's wishful thinking, but maybe.
But for some reason, there's like arrows here. So I don't know what
I
those are
don't
for.
know. Press a button. See what happens.
It's not doing anything.
Nothing. Okay.
Alright.
Or whatever. Fuck.
Anyway.
Okay. I am gonna just repeat what I told you earlier because you thought it was funny, so maybe somebody else will laugh at it.
Oh, the threesome story?
Yeah. My life isn't that exciting. It's not a threesome story.
It's a threesome story.
It's so. I think we should. Like, how do I start this off? 'Cause I can't just. All right, dudes, 90%.
Matt's sexist.
Oh my god! Hey, you know what I watched last night, by the way?
What?
310 to Yuma. You know who's in it? Russell Crowe. You know who looks hot as shit in that movie? Russell Crowe. He looks like fucking. Did you ever play Red Dead 2?
No.
Oh, he looks exactly like Arthur Morgan, man, the main character. And he basically plays that character too. Anyway, not a bad movie. It's a remake of like a fucking
never heard of it.
1950s movie. It's got Christian Bale in
Is
it
it
too.
new?
No, I didn't. I don't know what year it was. But like I said, I don't know. I don't think because it's not a great movie. Like it's good, but there are like a couple cringy parts in it. To be honest with you, but I enjoyed it. Like I watched it all the way through. It was like 2 hours and a bit. Anyway, so there you go. That's my like Russell Crowe recommendation this week. I like Russell Crowe, man. I just
Yeah.
you know, he's cool.
I
I'm
think,
just saying he got fat. That's all I said.
I think I don't really know what else I've seen him on other than
Gladiator. Gladiator 310, which I watched last night, was really cool. No, but I feel like
He's in a lot.
he's in a lot, and I just have no
yeah.
idea. I just don't fucking know. But there are a lot of actors like that I find where like I know them from movies, but the movies are not memorable, but I guess their characters are.
Maybe.
You know, maybe that's what it is. Okay, so threesomes. Now listen, I've never had one, so I feel like I shouldn't even be having this idea, but maybe it'll work. Maybe somebody's gonna have a takeaway. Now, for dudes, and like I don't know, maybe women too. I don't want to generalize anything. It's all comes down to personal taste, right? But I think that usually the preferred ratio, whether you're male or female, is that you have two of the opposite sex. Right? If you're straight,
Yes, if you're straight,
if you're 100% straight,
yeah, I would
you would
assume
want
that's the-
you would be counting on the other two, male or female, to be carrying the weight for you. You know, you just want to sit there and enjoy yourself. So, given that that's the ideal one, you know, the other way around might not seem super appealing. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't really want to have a threesome with like my girlfriend and you. No offense, but
No, it's
but
okay.
like anyway, like I'm good. So, me and my buddy were talking about that one time, and we were thinking like, is there ever a situation where like I would do that, where I would have a threesome with a girl and another guy? Because like I've turned that down before, you know. It's not something that appeals to me. Like if that's your thing, like fucking, you know, awesome, more power
Yeah.
to you. I'm not out here to judge you or kink shame you. Go for it. Go, you know.
You're really being careful
Do
with
your
this,
thing.
eh?
Because I feel like what I want to talk about later is gonna get me so fucking crucified by everybody, so I might not even bring it up.
Listen, nobody watches this.
Nobody watches it, I know, but it's just in case the one person who is just like get fucking. So I'm trying to like just let everybody know that I'm cool with whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, I think it should be clear that there is a double standard when it comes to threesomes.
Yes, 100%.
Where-
girls are kind of expected to be fucking more bi than dude. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
it's a little weird. It's a little weird, but
Men are very insecure.
yeah, I think that's more what it comes down to at the end of the day of why dudes don't want to do that shit. Because like I know I'm super insecure, and like maybe that's a big part of it, but also like I just don't. Like I don't have enough of an attraction to men to want to do that, and I think that's like I have no problem being like that's a good looking dude, but like I don't want to.
So I think
I don't want to see his dick or
I'm
like
gonna
be in a sexual encounter with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin your story just a little bit to get into this little bit more. I think men just see other men more so as competition than women see other women. It's a very generalized statement,
yeah,
but I think
sorry.
well, yeah. So that's it. Like I think there's all these comparisons being made. You don't feel up to standard with other
Right.
men,
Right. Yeah.
So I think that is a big chunk of it.
I think so. I think even if you take the sexual attraction part of it, yeah, I think it's mainly rooted in insecurity. I think you're definitely right.
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
All right, tell me the funny bit because I
So-
just ruined it.
So anyway, so me and my buddy were talking about what situation could I come around to doing this? I really hope my girlfriend does not watch this one, by the way.
Well, we are what, like 10 minutes in, so
10
she's
minutes
probably
in.
gonna
She
see this.
probably. Well,
You know
no,
what?
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
she
cut
would.
this out as a highlight.
Do it. You know what? Fuck it. Do it. So the only way that the only way that I would ever do it is what me and my buddy kind of agreed on is, first of all, the girl would have to be like ridiculously hot, like just like next level, like the like woman of your dreams kind of thing. Who is my girlfriend?
I was gonna say. So are you saying that's not your girlfriend?
So my girlfriend, and
She's gonna
'Cause-
watch
'cause
this,
the
and
whole-
then she's
yeah.
gonna bring it up to you. And be
yeah,
like,
and I'm still
"I
gonna be
wanna
like,
do
all
this
right,
now."
well, no, because I'm picking the dude. Yeah. 'Cause, okay, that's the other thing. It's got to be like a really good friend of yours, like a really good
See,
friend.
I
It can't be a stranger because you're not gonna have this. Okay, basically what I'm saying here is that you need to find a door frame and you need to like
bend her around.
jackknife the girl or the guy if you're two girls around the door frame. So like,
Oh,
hang on,
God.
I don't know if the camera's gonna see that, but you basically just fucking. How can I?
You can just look and see if they can see it.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. I'm not used to it. Okay, whatever. Basically, you have the door frame in the middle here, and then one half the girl is around the wall, and then the other half is like in the room with you.
Are you saying women are objects?
No, no. No matter how you pick that statement apart, that is not what I said. No matter how much you take that out of context, actually, you can probably find a way to ruin
Yeah.
it. But you could do okay. But girls, like two straight girls who are uninterested in girls, could also do this with the guy. They fight over. It might be a little harder with the dude, but if he's like lying down on a table and like I don't know, that would be a little more challenging with the dude, but it's not impossible, right? So the girls could do that to the guy too. Hey, man,
it seems
I don't
like
discriminate.
a stretch. But
It's not impossible. It's just harder because there's a dick that's just like thwacking around everywhere. You know what I mean?
right.
So anyway, that was the workaround, because then you don't have to see the guy, and like he's there, but then it's just a mind game.
Now
Like,
the problem I have with what you said.
Listen, it's not the ideal
No, no.
situation, but this is like, okay, the girl of your dreams is like, I'm only gonna fuck you if your buddy's there, and then you have to like give her a compromise and then talk to your buddy,
So okay.
who presumably is not into the idea either. By the way, if he's willing to agree to the
I really
whole
hope this
jackknife.
isn't your way of bringing me into this somehow.
So I want to ask you something.
No, so my issue with what you had said is I don't know how I feel about it being a close buddy, because I feel like that kind of ruins a friendship a little bit. You know what I mean?
Pretty sure I've seen your dick on several occasions, and I don't think it's ruined our friendship.
Yeah, but you haven't seen, like, in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like
I just don't want to explain that part, by the way, and like let's just leave
let's
that
just
out
leave
there.
that out,
Like, I've seen a few of my buddies' dicks.
I don't think you've seen mine.
No, well,
You've been close to.
you know what?
I barely
I've
wear
seen your
clothes.
nutsack.
Yeah,
I've never seen. You're right. I've never seen your dick. I've seen your nutsack.
Yeah, because I barely wear clothes
Yeah.
at parties, but like.
You know what? I've seen more nutsacks than my friends than I've seen dicks, actually.
Well,
Just
yeah,
saying.
because
Take that how you will. I'm just saying,
I don't want people to pity me.
right? Dude, all right, listen, that's a whole other conversation. It's a whole other conversation. Because when all you have to compare it to is like porn dicks, you're just like, I just don't want to fucking throw mine into the equation here.
Yep.
So, see, men are insecure. This is why you don't want to see your buddy's dick, because you might be like, well, what if we're banging my girlfriend and his dick is 9 feet long or whatever it is?
Yeah.
And I think, and not that a girlfriend who loves you would ever leave you because of that. I don't think.
I don't want to get into this.
Sounds like there's a story that you got to tell me off camera.
No.
Oh, no? Okay.
No, I just I don't know.
It's
It's still early for me, so I'm kind of like my brain's not fully functioning right
yeah.
now.
Thank you for coming earlier. By the way.
Yeah, Matt's going to play with kids after.
I mean, no. I'm actually probably going to be sitting like far away from the kids,
Because you're not allowed near them.
just drinking in the park by myself.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to give context, to be honest with you. I'm
No,
just
I
gonna
feel
leave
like
that
you
out
should
there.
for that specific thing.
You're right.
You're going.
Yeah,
Tubing.
I got it. Yeah, pretty much. And there will be children there
Yeah.
because my friends have kids, because that's how old we are now,
Yes, and it's kind of.
which is terrible. Do you want kids?
Maybe eventually. Maybe one.
I'm in the like.
But like for a selfish reason. I only want a kid to see what it would look like.
Yeah, what if you have an ugly kid?
You know the movie 300?
Yeah.
That pit they have?
Yeah. Wasn't Russell Crowe in 300 too?
No, that was Gerard Butler, and I constantly confuse the two too.
Maybe there's a lot of shit that Gerard Butler's in that I just think is Russell Crowe.
So they look very similar.
Yeah, they do.
in
That's
my
why
eyes.
I'm like thinking of like Sparta, and then like
Yeah.
I thought that was Russell Crowe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but
Did Gerard Butler get fat too? Do you think, or is he still like
no, I
fucking
think
ripped?
he's still ripped. He's in a lot of. He was in that really shitty movie I mentioned a few weeks ago, Greenland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have. Maybe I'm thinking of Homeland that keeps popping up for me. I don't know.
No, Gerard Butler is. Have you ever seen? Somebody just vacuuming the fucking stairway.
Someone might be. I don't hear anything.
This is why I said low budget podcast, by the way, because if you can hear the vacuuming, that's the quality we're putting out. You don't hear it?
I believe you.
Oh, I want to explain something. So, we've sent a few clips from our last episode to a few friends, and all of them have asked why you're wearing headphones and have a microphone, and why I have nothing.
I think we covered this in one of the ones that were not released.
Maybe. I have a lapel mic because we are using whatever we had lying around, and he is deaf.
Mm-hmm.
So And because I mumble like 90% of what I say.
Today you're being really good though. I feel like I could actually not have the headphones on, but I do like hearing the mix just in case something happens with your mic or my mic. Yeah. I'm fucking deaf. Like really, like I have 60% of my hearing is the number.
Like
from fucking
you
nerve
actually
damage.
have a hearing aid that you're supposed to be using.
I have two. I'm supposed to be using because both my ears. It's nerve damage in both ears because my luck is fucking awesome. So yeah, him fucking talking at a normal volume that he talks at, I can't hear. So this helps. Or he has to basically yell at me. Most people, like I'm fine with most people. Like in quiet environments, I obviously struggle. You know, people like whispering to me, I can't fucking hear anything. And like quiet talkers, like you, my buddy Rob is a fucking quiet talker too. Like sometimes other people have trouble hearing these people. Like you, I've heard people like, yo, you gotta speak the fuck up, especially if we're out somewhere.
I've never heard that.
Shut up. Shut up. I know you have, and I've heard it. But, like, whatever. But, anyway, I just really struggle to hear this shit. So, the headphones serve a dual purpose of I can actually hear what you're saying, and again, I hear the mix. We don't both need it, you know?
Anyway, back to Gerard Butler.
Back to Gerard Butler.
He was in that movie
budget.
where he's a prisoner, and he, like, in order to get out of prison, you have to win, like, 30 games. Where a kid's controlling you. It's like a video game, but like a live video game. Is it called Gamer? I feel like it's not just called Gamer.
Okay, man, I feel like I've heard of that movie premise. I just have no idea.
Anyway.
Is it bad?
It's okay. It's not
is
like...
it Ready Player One? Is that what it's called? Because I don't know.
No.
Because that's the only other gaming movie I can...
Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard the crackle.
Yeah. Yeah, I just stepped on the wire. My bad.
Low budget.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up?
Yes, I am, because it's going to bother me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like movies are just becoming a weekly thing.
Yeah, it's called Gamer.
It's just called Gamer?
Yep.
Never heard of it.
It's got 30% Rotten Tomatoes.
I thought you said it was good. Oh, by the
I
way,
said it was fine.
You know what though? Fuck Rotten Tomatoes though, right? Like you got to look at the
Yeah.
What's it called? Not the critic review.
The IMDb?
No.
The audience review?
Like the percentage of viewers who like
Yeah,
this.
because
that's what you got to read.
there's one movie that like had 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It was praised as this big fucking movie. Fucking the Babadook. You ever seen that shit? It's fucking
probably
trash.
Because nobody actually likes it.
It's fucking trash.
I don't. Okay, like what the fuck is the point of these critics, who are just totally subjective in their views, you know, and they're like, whatever. Fuck movie critics. And do people pay them? Obviously,
they must, because I
have
feel like
to.
they do it for a living.
Job. And like, fuck you if you're a movie critic. What was the other profession that I ripped on? Oh, meter maids. If you're a meter maid or a movie critic, fuck yourself. That's it. bottom line. Food critics too are kind of annoying, but I think less so.
Yeah, because the thing
critics.
with them is I feel like, you know, they have a subjective taste. However, they have a more refined palate.
Okay,
and
but you could make the same argument
you could
to
say
movie
the
critics.
same for movie critics. However, that I feel like is more subjective, where it's like a lot of the times I'll watch a movie that a movie critic will like recommend and I hate it.
Yeah.
Because they're not critiquing it for the audience. They're critiquing it for themselves.
That's a good point.
I feel like food critics are more like, this tastes good, eat it. So they're telling other people to eat it, right? Because like if a food critic says something's good and I don't think it'll be good, but I try it, it's fucking good.
Oh, 100%.
Most of the time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you ask the waiter for something, you know, they recommend something that you normally don't eat. You're like, well, fuck it, you work here. I don't know shit. Yeah, that's true. Like, you know what though? Yeah, you're right. I think movies are way more subjective than food. Because, like, some people might like some weird food creations, but, like, they're just bad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like pineapple on pizza. Fuck with me, I said it. It's the worst fucking thing ever.
It is.
Hawaiian pizza's disgusting, and
But
that's
it's
it.
because why are you putting something sweet?
Okay, the
on
sweet
there?
and salty thing I get. Like
No,
like,
not
I know,
like
not,
that,
I know,
though.
yeah,
Not like that.
yeah. That's too fucking much. Also, I hate pineapple. I can't eat it. It's a weird aversion I have. Like I throw up every time I smell it. Like straight up vomit, bro. Like not gag. Like I go right to fucking vomit.
I only have one thing as well that I can't eat like that, like to that extent where I gag, and it's green peas. But It's green peas.
Weird one.
Yes, it's green peas, but from like the fucking can.
Oh, like slimy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Like
okay.
the
yeah,
other ones,
alright.
I'm like I won't eat them if I see them, but if they're in something, I won't like pick them out. You know.
Yeah, how do you gonna know if they're in a can if they're in something?
What do you mean?
Like if the peas are in a fucking stew or something from a restaurant, they might be from a can, but you'll eat it if it's in a stew.
I never get
It's a-
I never get
Yeah,
that shit from
that's true. I've
restaurants.
never seen you eat a
Anytime I
stew.
get anything from a restaurant, it's like chicken or beef.
Yeah, what have I? Yeah, I've only ever seen you eat like burgers.
I'm
Or a
very
chicken
I'm very
sandwich.
specific with what I eat at restaurants, and I think it's because it's things that I enjoy but know I can't make to that level.
I think. Oh yeah, okay. I think a lot of people are like
Like
that.
I don't get pasta from restaurants because
I don't either.
pasta's not
I
like a big
really
thing for me.
Rarely do. I
and it's
rarely
like
get it.
yeah, and it's like you know,
I'll do that if I'm at an Italian restaurant.
yes.
I'll get Italian
but
food.
even-
I'm not gonna be like, hey, can I get a burger?
even
You're
then,
a fucking
like-
asshole if you do that. Dude, if you go to
Even
an,
then,
and it's
though.
like
I don't-
a restaurant that is known for Italian food and they have burgers on the menu to appease picky eaters,
I'm
and
not-
you get a
I'm
burger,
not getting
like
a burger.
you're a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, no, I don't get burgers, but I'll get like a red sauce, you know, something simple.
Yeah, but it's got. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Like I
See, but
won't,
that's yeah. Yeah.
I
get it.
won't go for the like fucking. I don't even know any of them because I don't
Some
order
super
them.
fancy fucking
Yeah.
nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Well, I think pasta restaurants are tricky because like you kind of have to go to a really expensive restaurant to get good pasta sauce because if it's chain or if it's like not a super nice place, guaranteed everything's frozen.
I just don't go
You
to
know what I
Italian
mean?
restaurants all that often.
I don't go either, but when I do, I'm like usually pleasantly surprised because like I go. Like the last one I went to was downtown, and obviously that was fucking good. You know, it was I forgot what it was called. Another one I went to was in Quebec City, and like I don't know, I don't really go to super fancy restaurants often because I can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
It's super expensive.
Hence the budget podcast.
Hence the budget podcast. I usually go, to be honest with you, when my parents are paying, and they're like, "You want to
Yeah.
come for dinner with us?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know I'm getting a free fucking 5-star
So,
meal, so
yeah,
like
me
I'm coming."
too.
'Cause I'm
And
an
that-
asshole, and fucking maybe I take advantage of my parents in that
Well,
way.
so that's
whatever.
the only
They
reason
know it.
I
They
go
love me.
to like I've only ever been to an Italian restaurant. Oh, that's not true. I think I went one other time. But like the only time I go to Italian restaurants is when like my dad comes to town and he wants to go because my sisters are big pasta eaters and they want to go.
Right.
But other than that, like
Yeah.
I don't go.
Yeah, I made fucking pasta recently, and I was like, I need to eat more of this shit, and then I just didn't. Like I made I don't know, I cook a lot at home, and I try to make good shit, especially now that there's nowhere for me to eat. Like I'm trying to cook more exciting stuff. So I made fucking carbonara, and I was like, God damn, this is really fucking good. I gotta do this more often. Meh. Like just I don't know. Like I used to eat a lot of pasta, now it's like whatever. Anyway. Gerard Butler's cool, and we don't eat pasta anymore.
Yeah.
What do we title this one? Fuck.
I don't know. What did we decide?
Well,
I think we were talking about like woke culture.
okay, yeah. I had that idea. Then in the car, I told you I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, man, because I'm gonna be fucking mean.
I feel like that's the whole idea of this podcast is so that you can tell people how it is. This is only entertaining if you get as mad as possible.
Speaking the truth. Yeah, I guess. Well, I didn't see you get mad one day, man, because it's just like I don't know. I just like. I'm really easy to set off and just get going on this. Well, listen here, fuck. Like, that's just the kind of dude that I am. I'll just go if I'm fucking upset about something. But I think the one where somebody sees you get angry, that's when we'll be able to monetize shit.
So it won't. The thing is, I think me getting angry won't be entertaining. I think people will be more like he's really fucking mad. Like there's something wrong now.
I don't get like last week. I didn't get mad. I get irritated and like heated. I think that's a better
Me
word
too.
to do.
But
I
I internalize everything. You do it the healthy way, where you externalize it.
I externalize it in a
You
healthy
have-
way here.
You have other shit.
Of other unhealthy coping mechanisms.
But my thing has been to internalize all of my anger and rage and all this shit.
That's why everybody thinks you're
So
so dead inside.
I'm basically that kid that goes to school and But on a serious note, that's kind of what happens. It's people that internalize
It
the
is,
anger. They don't
you know?
have any way to
Oh, I
like.
can't believe you just like left. You didn't want to say it. You didn't want to say it.
'Cause it's a
And
terrible
You
thing.
were right to not say it, and I'm a dick for laughing at it, but it was the delivery.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right. It's the people who internalize all that shit that end up being the biggest fucking bombs. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because you push it down, put a lid on it, and then eventually it just boils over, and all of it comes
beware the
out.
fury of the patient man. You know
Yeah.
that whole thing. And you know what? I'm certainly not fucking. It's Will. This is who we talked about the jackknife threesome thing.
Oh, you were talking about Will.
Yeah, he was the one that we had talked about. Oh, whatever. We didn't do it. But we had agreed, like, okay, we had to pick, like, we could, him and I, do it, but, like, would never talk about it again. So,
Yeah, I think I kind of get in my head a lot with that stuff. So, again, I don't think I'd be able to do it with a close friend.
I would have to do it with a close friend. I couldn't do it with a stranger. Because I would trust my friend to not, like, peek around the corner and be like, you know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah, but if it's
You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
you're never going to see again,
It would haunt my dreams.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so fuck it, whatever. We'll talk about this fucking woke nonsense.
Well,
And
if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have
No,
to talk about
well,
it. I don't
'cause-
know. I don't know what we didn't really discuss what
no,
to
we
talk about
we
today.
didn't. I just in a fit of rage, I messaged you and I was like, I want to talk about this further. And you know what?
You said you even wrote shit down.
I wrote down a lot. I wrote down okay. We'll do it because I need you to tell me that I'm not crazy.
You're not. I feel exactly the same way you do right now.
Yeah, I just really need you to be.
But I internalize it.
You know what? We do agree on pretty much everything, but you just never talk about it. You're smarter than I am. Like you don't end up in arguments because to me, okay, if somebody says something that I consider to be like dumb as shit, which I think that maybe this is biased, but for me to like whatever, you know what, let's just go through the notes and you'll get what I'm saying. So my problem, like this is where I need to like really cover our bases here because now we're a unit. My problem is not with people being more
Educated.
and socially considerate,
Yeah.
right? Because let's be real here.
Well, I think I don't know if we mentioned it last episode or the one we didn't release, but we both very much agree with a lot of the shit that woke culture agrees with.
Yeah. So and this is really what I'm getting at. Of like the ideas, they come from a good place, you know. Because why won't this fucking thing stay up, man? That's our clip that you're gonna fucking put this fucking. Fuck you. Okay, maybe if I gotta move it back. Hang on, low budget. We're figuring it out. Fuck. Just hear me yelling through your mic right now in the fucking.
I actually think that does happen. It's either that or that's picking me up. One of the two.
Both, I think, depending on. Anyway, so, right, just to be like kind of real for a second, man. Like, there's a lot of bad shit that happens in the world, right? Especially like
And mic stands breaking is
mic
one of
stand,
them.
which to be honest,
It's at the top.
I'm fucking protesting that, man. Who fucking made this piece of shit? Because that's what I'm fucking going after. Yeah, this is obviously like with social media and everything now being just sort of a part of everyone's life, like a really big part now. It's not like when we were in high school and Facebook was just kind of a thing. Like social media is now where everybody gets their news from, and there's millions of, whatever. I sound stupid saying this, but like it's just part of everybody's life. It's ingrained in us now, right? So we obviously see a lot of bad shit going on because it's a very easy way to like get yourself noticed or whatever and find like just shit, right?
Everybody wants to be famous.
Everyone wants to be famous. We see a lot of bad stuff on the internet because it's just easy for stuff to gain traction and virality, right? So in response to that, people have, I think, been becoming more aware of problems that certain like minorities and cultures face, right? That maybe hasn't always had a crazy amount of attention. So, like I said, I am trying to be careful here because I don't want to sound like I disagree with this whole thing, but like, being aware and conscious of these problems is, I think, a great idea.
Yep.
And I think making some sort of effort to better yourself and accommodate different kinds of people is definitely the way to go. You know, whether it's stuff like, pronouns, or just being aware of somebody's like maybe cultural insensitivities to something where you're talking, like, be aware, right? Now, there is a group of people, like the woke people, that are just so fucking ridiculous with it, I think. And just, like...
I think what they need to understand is that people take different amount of times to learn how to accept things. And it's not like as soon as it starts now, you have to accept it. Right? Like, some people aren't able to, and they will grow into it. They will learn about it, you know? But to expect people to just automatically jump on board to something they don't know anything about.
And also, and like, just believe what you are saying.
Yeah.
When they have no reason to, besides... And I'm not talking about, like, black people or non-binary people speaking to... people trying to get them to understand. I'm talking about, like, fucking just the people that we went to high school with who are fucking and you know what I mean, like, not them specifically, but that kind of person who has never faced any sort of like discrimination or prejudice or problem.
For.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is what my problem is, and it is just so fucking like, because to me it's just
it's very condescending.
It's very condescending.
It's like, you think you're better, and you're also speaking for a minority, and you're not you don't know that experience. It's just
disrespectful to me, you know? It's like, they can fucking speak for themselves. Because to me, when I see somebody, you know, like... like, just this morning, okay? I opened the Instagram, and fucking now I don't know, there's some awareness post that people are putting in their fucking stories right now, and it's just pissing me the fuck off, because, like... who are you doing this for, right? You're just putting it in your fucking Instagram story, and it's for you. Like, you're just doing it to
but they
be
also
like, look what I'm doing. Look how much I care. I care about these. No, you fucking don't, man. Like, do something then.
Yeah,
because...
they also get mad when you don't post something about it.
Yeah, and you know what? And I never fucking do. And the only... like... more caffeine. That's a fucking good idea. The reason I don't is just because I think it's not that I don't care, but I just think it's disingenuous to just let people know that I think about this stuff. Because it's always, there's a new thing, right? Like, remember when the Black Lives Matter protest was all every white person was talking about? Not anymore, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, just...
There's a few people that I see still posting. So,
and you know what? Good
those
for
are the
those
people I'm not
people.
talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not talking... Like I said, I'm not talking about the people who are kind of like... what I would consider like making an effort, not being fucking shitty about it, of just trying to garner attention for having like for fucking being woke or being considerate or whatever. Like, it's just everybody's attention... Spat on my arm. Everybody's attention span is so short now that, like, with this kind of shit, man, there's something new every fucking week. There's a new outrage every fucking week, and people will just move on from one thing to the next, not realizing that the people that they were talking about the week before are still fucking, you know, going through the same shit. And anyway, so that's the heavy part of it out of the way. Now I want to get into the funny, my funnier thoughts about it.
Is this the celebrity video that came out? You can add some...
No.
With what's his name? The guy from
Aaron Paul and all that.
Yeah.
I'm responsible.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh.
You know he got paid for that.
That's the thing. So, dude, all these... Alright. I guess this is more on, like, cancel culture than being woke, but I consider them one and the same, right? Because cancel culture comes from like, these woke... Yeah, I guess. And don't get me wrong, I think that there are some people that have been canceled that 100% fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, like, hands down.
And there are some people that should be canceled and...
Are not, yeah. Are not. So, whenever, you know, people push a corporation to, like, fire somebody or change something's name or get rid of something, and the company does it, people are always like, yo, we got him, dude, we won! Like, No, they want you to shut the fuck up. Like, that's it. They're covering their own asses. They don't
They don't
care.
give a shit.
They don't care. And again, this to me is my problem with this. Stop going after the companies that don't give a shit. You know, just because you think a label is offensive, doesn't mean it is. But also, even if they do change it, it's just to cover their own asses so that you keep buying their shit. You know what I mean? Like, and companies now are doing that preemptively before anybody gets mad and saying, oh, we've seen how the world is changing and whatever. And that gives them good publicity, right? Like, like whether or not you agree with the whole, like with Potato Head removing the gender from the toy, whether or not you agree with that is not the debate here. I don't care for whatever that's worth. I just don't give a shit.
I don't play with it.
It
doesn't involve me.
And look, kids don't care about that.
And honestly,
the parents
the
don't
thing
care
is,
about that.
kids don't care about the title.
The only people
They
who
get a
care
little
about
potato.
this,
They put whatever fucking piece they want on it.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. The only people that care about
it could be a
this-
woman
this
with a
move-
mustache for all they care. Who the fuck
Perfect.
cares?
Who
You
the
know,
fuck cares?
it's just a title.
It's just a title, right?
Now I can see where it might offend some people.
I can see where it would offend some people, and I can see why people would want to. Like, sure, I can understand both sides of it, you know? Like, not to sound like I don't have a fucking opinion, like Joe Rogan. I'll get both sides of it. Like, I get both sides. Like, I just don't think it personally matters, and I think there are bigger problems than the name of this thing on either side, right? Anyway, but the company did that preemptively. Why? Because they want to sell you the fucking thing. You know,
I think
so
I think they came out after and said they weren't doing it.
Really?
I think they went back.
Oh, you know,
I think.
that's almost funnier to me. But they,
Well, because
Never mind.
the thing is there's, I think it's a very small amount of people that actually care that it's changing.
I think they were just
And
trying
a
to
lot
get
of
people
people,
to buy it, man, and just, like,
and a
save
lot
a
of people
dime.
were just upset. They were like, "Why the fuck are you doing? Like, who cares?" you know?
Exactly. Like I said, there are bigger problems, man, and like I think if everybody focused their energy onto shit that mattered and not like what pisses me off too is people firing or these woke people like getting actors fired for having a political view, like what's her name from Star Wars, and granted she said something that was kind of fucked up.
No, okay, so she said one thing that was fucked up, but that was the last straw because she had said previous things.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I rescind my statement. I didn't know that.
However, that one's a little bit like the issue I have with that is that all you're doing is pushing the people that say this shit in hiding.
Yeah.
You know, you're not teaching them anything.
That's honestly exactly what I had written down. Is like being right wing. Not that I am. Like I am not. You know, I'm definitely left leaning. But there's a certain like the alt left is just as bad as the alt right. You know what I mean? The extremes are fucking terrible.
That's why I always say it's best to be in the middle.
100%, man. You have to be able to look at both sides for real. But fuck, maybe I am. You can't get mad at me. I'm a fucking Buddhist, so you'll be oppressing my religion. Get fucked. Get fucked. I converted right now.
No, but each
and you know who's not going to come
has-
after me for saying that, making that joke, by the way? The fucking Buddhists. But you know who will? Fucking
woke white people.
Fucking Victoria. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to take a break from her fucking paganism and crystals to come fucking tweet at me.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not saying that every, like, one of these woke people has the crystals and shit, but I'm just saying, you click on these profiles of, like, the people on Twitter who are like, you need to fucking, can't say that.
Yeah.
They're always like, I read my horoscope today, and it said, you know, I was one of those people. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying?
I don't know.
Right, you can't get mad at somebody for having a political view. Because, like, having a political view doesn't make you a bad person, but it also doesn't make you a good person. Right?
And it doesn't make you right or wrong.
Exactly.
Like, each side has their own things that are good and bad.
Exactly. You know, like, a rich person voting conservative or Republican doesn't mean they're bad because they don't want you to take their fucking money. Right? And then you can say the same argument on the left and say, well, like, they have enough money, so they should be fine with it. Yeah, like, it makes sense from both fucking sides. At the end of the day, you vote for yourself, and, like, your political ideas are really just for you. And, like, how your own... You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you have your own set of beliefs. So, like, if you really do care about other people and you don't care how much money you have, you'll probably vote left. But if you want to keep some money, you might not agree with everything on the right side of the spectrum.
This is getting very in-depth.
It is, and I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying not to... I really didn't want it to get fucking... I really didn't want to get political. But it kind of has to be. Because it's not... Okay, whatever. So, listen, Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
right? Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, he's friends with Ted Nugent,
No way.
who's fucking. You know who Ted Nugent is,
I
right?
can't believe it.
Fuck you. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I follow Tom Morello on Twitter. And anyway, he just came out and said in an interview, he's like, yeah, I'm friends with Ted Nugent. Tom Morello's black and in one of the most political rock and roll bands or metal bands fucking ever. Like, very hardcore political activists and socialists and whatever. And Ted Nugent is, well, at the very least, let's just call him a Trump supporter and leave it at that. But they're still friends, you know? And I don't really like Ted Nugent. I think he's kind of a fucking asshole. But they found a way, even though they are both so far away from each other, they'd be like, oh, yeah, you're not a bad person. You know?
Just have ideas I don't agree with.
You just have ideas that I don't agree with. And at the end of the day, man, I think that's really where you should leave it. Now, anyway, somebody tweeted at Tom Morello, some fucking, who again is black. She tweets at him and goes, your white privilege is showing. And he replied, he's a light-skinned, he's honestly not much darker than I am.
Right.
So I guess she thought he was white. And he just replies, I'm not black, I'm not white. And then anyway, the internet got a hold of it. And I think that, like, just somebody saying that, you know, like, your white privilege is showing, like, you don't know anything.
That's the
Like,
embodiment.
to a black guy.
That's the embodiment of the
woke
culture.
movement.
Yeah.
So we went on this whole, like, it did get a little fucking political and whatever, but that is really the whole point I wanted to talk about. And, like, I'm willing to bet that this girl doubles down and she backpedals and says, well, no, white privilege is an idea. It doesn't really have anything to do with color.
That's the thing I find the best about all of it, is that they just find a way to try to push their point further.
Exactly. And it's like, and all you're doing is making you look like a fucking idiot, you know? Like, you gotta just admit you fucked up. Right? I told a black guy his white privilege was showing. I told a black socialist, you know, like.
That's the clip.
He's such a.
Of you saying I'm telling a black guy he's got white privilege. No context there.
No context.
Just you saying that you did it.
Please don't. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to get at, and like I was also thinking of, like, you know, there's a lot of, like, yeah, you can't say that word, you can't say this, and I think there's two words that you can't say outside of a Call of Duty lobby.
Yeah.
We know what one of them is. And then the other one is the F word, but towards a sexual orientation. I think we can get rid of that word altogether, to be honest with you. I think those are the two words.
I'm really trying to figure out what you're talking about.
I think those are the two words that we should get rid of, you know? I don't think we should say those words. But everything else I think is fair game. Call me an asshole. But I think all the other ones are funny. And I'm not going to say them because I don't want to get canceled. And I've been, like, trying not to accidentally drop it. But, like, I don't know, man. I think the more you try and, like, take away, like a word or a sentence or fucking something that, like, you think is offensive, it just gives it a little more power. You know what I mean?
I find it funny, though, because the people that try to get rid of it still use it. They just say it's the R word or the, you know, but everybody knows what it means.
I know, and
so you're still using it.
Yeah, and this is that's the other thing I was going to say, too. I find a lot of these people are super hypocritical, where, like, you can't joke about something, but then, like, they do it and they expect you to laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought I couldn't do that. And I just wonder what the ideal world that they live in. Like, what would comedy be? Because I was thinking, that's what I was really thinking about, man. Last night when I was trying to think about how I wanted to talk about this.
Man, you really, like, you think about this shit. I just
because it keeps me up at night, man.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, in general, every time we come to film one of these, you're like, I thought about it last night. I thought about the night before.
Yeah,
I just show up.
But yeah, you just show up and bring me a Red Bull sometimes, and you know. But yeah, okay. So last week I talked about how, like, unfunny Jim Gaffigan is, right?
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, he's a really clean comedian. Like, in a world where people like you and me are canceled. You know, we're just not allowed to have a public platform or whatever, right? Like, what is comedy then? Because that rules out all of our favorite comedians, but that leaves, like, Jim Gaffigan. I thought, okay, so maybe he's just the ideal, like, left-wing comedian. But then I go, no, he makes fat jokes. That's fat shit.
Well, I was just going to say,
So he's out. So he's out.
You can find problems in anybody saying anything.
then I was thinking, okay, well, what if, like, okay, why did the chicken cross the road? I guess those are the jokes they have left. Nope, because apparently that's speciest, according to fucking PETA. Did you hear about that shit?
Oh, yeah.
So that's that. Why did the chicken cross the road is also offensive, and that's fucking gone.
I'm gonna
what's
call
left?
somebody to get your animals taken away.
Oh, I did
That poor turtle.
I'm like verbally berating them every fucking time you come in here.
Yeah.
But like, what is the cleanest joke you can think of? And now I'm asking you, we can maybe just fucking, like, if you had to tell me a joke right now without making fun of any group of person or idea, like without stepping on anyone, like at the expense of anything, like what's a joke you could, or a funny thing you could say? Because I got fucking nothing. Because this whole thing has just been me trashing like woke people, you know? I got nothing.
Well, okay. To be fair, I'm not a comedy writer. I'm not a comedian, so maybe they'd have an easier time.
Maybe they would. But like I said, I think about the fucking like the tame comedians, and it's still at the expense. I watched the guy just before you came in who was just making like funny one-liners, and there was still like there was a joke about women, there was a joke about like his fucking pet or something, or like you know you still like comedies
Yeah.
a lot of the time at the expense of somebody else, and you have to have the ability to laugh at yourself.
Yeah, well, that's why
Right?
comedy is a healthy thing.
Exactly, you laugh it off, man. That is actually.
I do actually want to. I want to see if anybody who actually does watch this, if they ever do, if somebody can come up with the cleanest joke ever.
The cleanest joke. Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Because I can't think of one. I want to Google it. I have so much more written down. Actually, no, I touched on all of it.
I do want to talk about how Bill Gates is making fake snow for Texas and the southern United States,
Right.
just to convince them that global warming is real.
You can discuss that briefly while I Google this because I definitely want to talk about that. I'm just looking for like super clean jokes right now.
I mean, I don't really know what to discuss about it. It's fucking insanity. Like the idea that somebody is just faking snow to convince an entire population that something that has been proven around the world by multiple environmentalists and scientists and everything, just to prove to them it's real. Like, they're holding a fucking tiny little candle or a lighter under a snowball and being like, oh, it's not fucking melting.
Maybe we should have started with this instead because I think most people are going to be more on board with what you're saying than what I just said. But anyway.
No, I honestly, here's the thing about what you said anyway. It is a very small minority of people that are just very
you can't
loud.
say that word.
Minority? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's a very small amount of people
Yeah, that I'm talking about.
that are very vocal. That's the thing.
Yes.
The vast majority of human beings are probably on a similar or same stance as us on this.
Right. I hope so, because this is going to be on the internet for everyone to see. Yeah. And I think just to clarify, I support all of these minorities and cultures and everything. Like I really do. And like
Yeah.
and we've had very long conversations that we're just not going to do right now. I don't feel like I really have to fucking explain why.
It's too serious.
It's too serious. But we've had some really heavy conversations about all this kind of stuff, and it's just this is not what this is for. This is just for us to kind of laugh shit off and like whatever.
Laugh shit off and it gives us something to do during a fucking
Exactly.
pandemic.
So anyway, whatever. I'm talking about a very small portion of like fucking white people who speak on behalf of all these minorities, and fuck you if you do that. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what the fuck? Yeah. So, yeah, these conspiracy theory nut jobs are fucking ridiculous. Is really.
But like you'd think it was only like Texas where they don't get snow much. But there's people from fucking like upstate New York where they get fucking snow every year, and they saw some videos in Texas and now they're making like, it's true, it doesn't fucking melt. Fucking Bill Gates. Like,
Fucking. Yo, what is okay? Look, I don't know. I feel like we should have gotten a fucking pile of snow from outside and just tried this. But whatever. I'm not going outside now. It's fucking.
I've seen snow melt. I see it every fucking year.
Exactly. It's
Like,
fine. But
sorry,
apparently
but-
that's just what snow does. If you like hold a fucking lighter underneath it because of the fucking makeup of it and the shit in the fucking sky. I don't know. There's a real answer for like
Oh, yeah.
why it does that.
Why
Because
it
it's
doesn't
just-
melt.
Yeah,
'Cause-
why it
so
doesn't
there,
melt.
Yeah, so I actually saw people talking about it. I don't remember what the term is, but basically it's when it like goes too quickly, so it goes from solid to gas before, like it skips one of the steps.
right,
It skips the liquid step.
Right.
I don't remember the reason. I didn't pay that much attention. I just know that there is an actual legitimate reason.
We should
why
add low research into the bio too, by the way. Low budget, low research.
low to no research. Yeah.
Little to no research done. Do not like fact check us, and we're gonna be wrong. I would say 9 times out of 10. But
Except for the genes.
except for what? Except for
Genes.
for a second I thought you said genetics. I'm like, when the fuck did we talk about that?
We will.
Oh shit. Like, we gotta start phasing these woke people out of the gene pool. Take that one out of context, and that's what you gotta put into the fucking clip. Anyway.
This podcast is just me finding ways to get you in more shit with everybody.
and like the thing is, I can't be like, just watch the whole thing, man. Like, it makes sense, because they're gonna be like, nah, fuck you. Anyway.
Fuck
so,
you. I saw what you said.
Fuck you. I saw what you said.
It's
yeah.
like it's actually kind of you've seen Two Bears One Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer.
Here and there, yeah.
They do the same thing. You're Bert Kreischer in this instance. He said
I kind of wish I had been Tom Segura, man. I
yeah,
like
so-
Tom Segura
yeah.
better.
So he says this
Fuck
shit,
you,
like
you just called yourself Tom Segura.
yeah. So Bert says all this shit, and then Tom will just like bring it up at another point and be like, "You said this," when in fact it was a longer thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull that shit with you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll work. Anyway, these fucking conspiracy nuts. I just don't understand. And I just don't understand how they can look at hundreds of years of scientific research and evidence, and you show them. You're like, look, science, graphs, and numbers and shit,
And then
they're
they do
just
like
like,
a half-assed experiment, and they're like,
nah. Some guy on YouTube told me that it melts. It doesn't melt, or whatever the fuck. Some guy on YouTube told me Bill Gates is Microsoft. There's like a whole hour documentary, dude. You should go watch it. Eye opening. It's crazy, and it's just some like fucking dude on his couch. His like hair's all fucked up. He looks like he hasn't showered in a month. He's like clearly schizophrenic as shit, you know. He's like, they're turning the freaking frogs gay.
Are you making fun of schizophrenic people?
Nah, I'm like halfway there. But yeah, like I just, it's just hard. It's very frustrating, and this happens a lot on Facebook and like these group pages and shit, where somebody
They're kind of funny though.
like, no, they're hilarious. But like, let's just like, we're not. I don't want to talk about COVID ever, but just to use an example, you know, somebody posted some conspiracy fucking nonsense on a Facebook group page that I'm in, and somebody replied just like disputing their bullshit, and then they debated for a little while, you know, and then the guy was like, dude, I'm a fucking medical professional, like I studied epidemiology, whatever, like listen to this whole, and I'm like, maybe this guy's full-of-shit, but then I click on his Facebook profile, and unless he's lying about everything in his bio, which I guess he could be, but it was all like places from around here that he said he was working
Well,
at.
I know somebody that's studying this shit.
Yeah, so right,
Like, it's-
yeah. And so then the conspiracy nuts reply was, well, how much are they paying you to say that? It's like, bro, like, what do you want us to fucking say then, man? If you're just like gonna argue with, like,
I love the response sheeple. That's like the one thing they always go to when they lose an argument is they just post sheep emojis.
yeah, hey, you fucking sheep on their way to fucking slaughterhouse.
Listen,
Dude.
sheep are very useful.
Yeah, sheep are fucking useful for sure. I mean, they're a little stupid, but stupid people can be useful too. Look at me, fuck. I don't know. I'm a good worker. I'm not smart,
true.
but I work good.
Yeah, if you want a good pool, get stupid people.
It's pretty for real.
Yeah.
For real. Dude, because like I dropped out of school, man. Like I have to do blue collar shit. I can't go back. Like,
Are you
I'm-
saying blue collar people are stupid?
No, I'm just saying this one is. But yeah, it's just like I just don't know what these people want, man. Like, and what's the world they live in? Because this is the opposite side, right? You have like the crazy woke people on, you know, over here, and then you have like
The ultra crazy
the sheeple
conspiracy,
people, right? What is their ideal world? Like what
Mad
is
Max.
what is their utopia? I know, right?
That's like They don't want any government. They just want chaos.
They
and
just
then
want
do whatever the
guns
fuck
and
they
no
want.
vaccines and like that.
They just want whatever the fuck they want.
That's it.
Like they don't give a shit.
I know, and it's just like I saw one guy again on a Facebook group. By the way, just to like again break the fourth wall and look right at the camera. If you're in community Facebook groups, go fucking read some comment threads about COVID
Very
and shit.
entertaining.
You are missing out if you don't do that.
Yep.
Yeah, so
They
this,
do make me very angry sometimes.
oh, I
though.
get fucking dude. I almost deleted the app, man. This was after what happened with it. There was a development, and I think it's before they put the curfew in, and then holy shit, did these psychos come out of the fucking woodwork? And Facebook was just nonstop, man, with this like just
They're trying to control you.
nonsense. Yeah, and like, I mean, I couldn't do it. I was talking to Stephanie. I'm like, it's actually like making me miserable in my day-to-day life thinking about it. Not like the reality that we're living in, which is fucked, but these, oh, I almost said the R word, but these fucking people,
These fucking R words.
these fucking R words that I have to, these fucking R words that I have to share my planet with, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and it's again both sides, but mainly, honestly, right now, I would say the right extreme is probably doing a little more damage right now. Like I don't know because
Yes.
of they're just jeopardizing safety and shit.
Yes. Yeah, the extreme left is just more annoying.
Yeah.
Well, not
They're-
more annoying. They're
well,
like equally annoying, but
and
maybe.
sometimes dangerous, man. Sometimes these people are fucking. Really, they're just one. You know what? Honestly, hang on. Just some like advice for the fucking far left. Because,
Just
like,
fuck everybody,
just
and that's it.
For what?
Fuck everybody, and
Fuck
that's it.
everybody, and that's it. Oh, I was gonna say like, yo, if y'all want to like rebuild your perfect utopian world where no one gets offended, start blowing shit up, start blowing up nuclear reactors and everything,
Jesus
and just
Christ,
fucking
dude.
start the world over again. Fuck, dude, listen, I'm on that page at this point. It like if a meteor
I wouldn't go deeper into
was
this.
like, no, hang on. I don't mean go commit acts of terrorism. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, if I heard tomorrow the world was gonna end, I'd be like, you know what? That's all right with me,
Yeah.
because like, it's not getting better.
And if there was a meteor coming down, you just gotta go to Greenland.
Yo, I'm sitting on my fucking balcony. I'm waiting for it.
No,
fucking
you
kidding me?
gotta go to Greenland.
Oh, right, the bunker isn't a horrible show.
Yeah, movie, but
No.
yeah.
Okay, for real, what would you do if you found out the world tomorrow was ending?
I don't know.
Right?
That's a tough
Like,
question
what
because
would we
like,
do right now?
what is there to do?
If there's well, okay, if the world's ending tomorrow, go out, go give a stranger a hug. Give a shit, you're dying tomorrow.
Fuck strangers.
Fuck strangers.
I'll go
though.
see all the people I haven't seen in the past year.
Yeah. I don't know if I would.
Not everybody, but
No,
like,
I know not
like
everybody,
there's,
but it's
there's
like,
some people that I would see sometimes that I don't necessarily want to go back to seeing.
yeah, I'm 100% in agreement, man. There's some people that I really don't miss. And you know what? That's the bright side of this lockdown thing.
Yeah, it's an easier way to cut people out of your
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
life.
I know. I'm like, yo, hang on. I've hated that guy for the whole time that I've known him, and I didn't know that until right
Well,
now.
so you can really see like the people that I talk to, who I've talked to for the past year, are the people that I'm friends with. That's it. Like that's it. That's as simple as it gets.
Yeah.
If I haven't spoken to you in a year,
Yeah.
there's a very good chance I'm not gonna speak to you again.
Yeah, you know, yeah, me too. But I'm usually I'm like that though. If I go for a while without talking to someone, if I don't like if I have like a fleeting like a wandering thought of like, oh shit, I haven't talked to that guy in a while, then like that's it. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
I've thought about these
like,
people. I
fuck
just
that
don't
guy.
give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not
yeah,
contacting
like,
them.
Fuck him. I don't want to deal with
I
that.
just have nothing to talk to them
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, fuck him, man. Anyway,
There's a good chance they
but-
know who they are too.
Probably. I know. I think I know who you're talking about. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Because we have some mutual friends, and we know each other's friends for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know each other for long enough. But anyway, world's ending tomorrow. Like, seriously, what's the first thing you do?
I'd probably go get Dakota.
Mm,
A little bit on the sad side of it, but
no,
yeah.
that's a good idea, though. Yeah. If my pets are here, man, what would I do? Yeah. Go get your dog, man. For real. Go get your dog.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to, like, try and make a joke and say I would masturbate or something, but, like, you just kind of killed the fucking...
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. Well, I mean, you have 24 hours, dude. Like, how long does it take you to jerk off, really?
23 hours.
If you're on a bunch of fucking cocaine, probably. That's a joke only some people are getting, and maybe I shouldn't have dropped that one. But we got a few minutes left. I don't. If you sat through the whole fucking thing and you get the really R-rated shit, what would I do though for real? Like, you know what? I'm going to the liquor store, man. I'm going right to the fucking SAQ. I'm getting like the most expensive.
You're gonna have to be the first one there because I feel like that's the first thing to go.
Oh yeah, well I'm on my phone a lot, right? My phone's at least always with me, so I feel like I would. I think if I saw like, let's just assume it's like an Amber Alert kind of thing, like the emergency text or whatever, where like your phone just, you read the thing. I don't think I would stop to process it. I think I just read like world's ending, like just to cover, just in case, because there's like that episode of Family Guy where it just all ended up being a joke or whatever, right? So I wouldn't take that chance of it being a joke. I would just I'm going right to the liquor.
So if I send you a fake text that says the world's ending and
you'd
it
have
looks
to
like an
like
Amber
change
Alert,
your contact photo in my phone.
I'd just get like a burner phone or some shit. I don't know. I'd find a
Text you
way.
for like a 438 number.
I'd find a way.
Dude, that's like
just to send you to go rob a liquor store.
Oh, I wouldn't rob it.
You're gonna pay for the most expensive bottle there?
Oh, fuck, good point. Yeah, I'm robbing it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely robbing it. I think I would do well in the apocalypse, though.
I feel like a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
But I also know a lot of people that just have decided that if the world was ending, they would kill themselves.
I've thought about that too, but
I think I would
like,
want to
listen,
see it through. I'd want to see if it's like the movies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, killing yourself is honestly the smarter thing to do because, like, let's assume. Okay,
Maybe?
let's assume that there's just a big fucking meteor, like dinosaur style, right?
But how do you know if you hadn't killed yourself, you wouldn't be like the king of humanity?
Well, that's why you should never commit suicide.
That's the reason.
It's a wasted opportunity to fucking rule the world in the apocalypse.
That's true. That's good. That's.
I literally had that conversation with a buddy of mine, man. It's like sometimes we're like, should we just
end it?
Should we just fucking end it? It's like, no, but like, what if the world ends? And like, yeah, you don't get to experience. Because, dude, let's be realistic here, man. Like, fuck the good guys in all these apocalypse movies. The bad guys are having a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fucking. Like, The Walking Dead got really shitty. But remember when, like, they first find the fucking, like, that community of people there and everything's, like, all dope and shit? What's his name? The governor or whatever the fuck?
I don't know.
You ever watched Walking Dead?
I watched until season 3, I think.
I think that might be that season.
Is that what his name is?
Because you have the
governor?
fucking good guys, like...
It's the same every fucking season.
Yeah. It's just a different fucking bad guy. Where's the 10-minute one? Fuck.
I don't know.
I'm trying not to have this... Did we just set another half-hour one? Oh, no, we already talked a little bit. Why the fuck...
Is that a 10-hour one?
205 minute? What the fuck? Just what? What is that? 3 hours? Get the fuck out of here. What? There we go.
There it is.
Fuck me. It's fucking mic stands and YouTubes and fucking woke people and conspiracy theorists. I'm just fucking angry today. What did we talk about last week again? What was it? Witchcraft? Because I'm wondering if like people are like, how did they go from fucking goofing on people who believe in horoscopes to fucking straight up political? Not really though. Not straight up political.
And then now ruling the world.
Now ruling the world.
In
So
an
okay,
apocalypse.
yeah. So okay. So what I'm getting at is the fucking okay. Protagonists in these apocalyptic scenarios are so stupid all the time. Like, where did the Walking Dead people go? First of all, they walked through a herd of zombies. That was like their first idea, right? They covered themselves in blood and fucking. By the way, never did that again, even though clearly it worked. I'm just saying. Like, what, the zombies didn't figure it out. They don't know what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
And then they went to a prison. Like, at the very least, that shit's gonna be haunted, probably. You know what I mean? Like, in the apocalypse, fuck. Why would you go to a prison? That's scary as fuck. And then what happened? Everyone died. And then they meet the bad guy. And he's got this, like, thriving community with plants and shit.
I don't know if you'd do well, though. Because we were talking about this before. You don't like camping. And a lot of it's going to be camping.
Well, no. Because I'd just be a bad guy, man. And, like, the governor had a community with houses and running water and heating and electricity
camping.
and shit. I'd skip that part.
You just fast forward.
I just fast forward my way to the apocalypse, man. I'd like freeze myself, you know, like Walt Disney did. Which apparently he didn't even do that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember hearing he didn't really do that. So it's just a common like myth that people believe.
I don't know.
for
The only
some reason.
fact that I know is that Bill Gates is creating fake snow
Right.
and putting microchips in the vaccine.
Bill Gates is okay.
That's the only fact.
That's the only. That is a
And-
hard fact.
And that you should wash your jeans inside out
Wash your jeans inside out.
and hang dry.
That's a good takeaway. But like, how like full of yourself do you have to be to think that Bill Gates is microchipping you? You're not that interesting, dude. You're not a cool guy. You're just a fucking obnoxious redneck that is just yelling at his fucking TV screen like we are right now, or like I am anyway.
Yeah.
I just do it on the other side of the spectrum, fuck. But like, I just like, and first of all, these people have bank accounts. These people are complaining about it on the fucking internet. Which like the first thing you have to do is I agree to the terms and conditions to like give you all my DNA and sign my fucking privacy away. Like, dude, they've known everything about you for fucking ever. And that's not even a conspiracy thing. Remember when Mark Zuckerberg got in shit for like selling clients' private information from
That's
Facebook?
still going on, I think.
That nobody talks about for some fucking reason? Like, there's your big conspiracy, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Bill Gates doesn't give a shit about you. If you died, Bill Gates would probably be like, good. Like, I don't know. Well, no, he's a good guy. He does shit for charity and whatever, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I just don't understand because, like, there's, like, legitimate, like, fucked up stuff that happens in the world that you could, like, conspire, but that's not a right word. That's
You could get
conspire
angry
is-
about.
get angry about it and like come up with a theory for why it's happening. But no, instead they just make shit up.
I wonder where these things come from.
I have no idea. They just
Do you think they started out as memes?
yes.
And like some people take them
Yes.
just way too seriously?
Yes, I think you're right about that. I think you're right about that. I think the memes come from people like us who are just goofing on these fucking idiots.
Because, like, how did they get from vaccines to Bill Gates? Like, that's like,
Well, because he funded a bunch of vaccine
So what?
research, right? Yeah, but
it's
that's
not like he's
but that's
standing in there
their-
fucking putting the microchips in himself. Like,
No, he pays like the fucking lizard children to do it for him or something.
you would think that all the scientists in the world would have an issue with this. The people making the vaccine would have an issue with this.
I know, and because like a lot of the time, like doctors and scientists come from all kinds of like religious backgrounds or cultural backgrounds or whatever. So you would think that even if the upper echelon of like the North American government was doing this, somebody from Europe would be like, the
Yeah,
fuck
well,
is
that's
this?
it.
And like start whistleblowing on it or whatever, right? But that's never happened. And instead, these guys listen to like the one dude in the Facebook, comments that says I'm a doctor and vaccines are bad. And we talked about this last week, confirmation bias, right? And then you look at the fucking doctor and he's like, I used to work for this hospital and then they fired me. Like,
Yeah, I wonder why.
yeah, I wonder why, man. Like, I don't know. I do wonder where it comes from, and I also wonder like why people don't think a little bit further than the information that they're given, right?
Yeah.
Like the first thing I do whenever I see something is I Google it, and it takes 2 fucking seconds to Google it.
You know what? I do that too. I see, like the other day, I found out that they discovered 3 new glow-in-the-dark sharks. 3 new species.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
Is it true though?
Yeah, I looked into it. That's the thing. I read
Fucking-
I read the thing. I went on Google. I was like, "Is this true?"
Yeah.
And all these articles popped up from
Were
like
like, "That's
reliable
true."
sources saying
Yep.
that yes, they did find 3 new luminescent sharks.
Yeah. You know what else I'll do, Buck? If I'll Google the website that it came from sometimes.
Yep, I've done
Right.
that too.
And okay.
But so it's more so like I've read some stuff on like the New York Post, for example, and I'm like, this sounds sketchy, but the New York Post is like a widely known thing, so I've researched and like how I just write in the Google search bar how reliable is the New York Post,
Yeah.
and it's a tabloid,
Yeah.
is what I found out.
Yeah, and like sometimes you get these like op-ed, articles that aren't always clearly labeled that they're just an opinion piece, right? So you get this like super left or super right,
Yeah.
idea, and you're like, well, this doesn't seem unbiased, and then you just, like I said, it takes I don't know, maybe a minute of your time to not look like a fucking idiot, you know. But there's okay. You might remember this dude, but I've never forgotten this, man. A couple of years ago, there was an article going around that people were sharing. We might have already talked about this, but anyway, there was an article that people were sharing, and it was like the headline said, "The Queen can legally murder Trump if she were to knight him." Or
What?
whatever. Okay, so
I've never heard of that.
okay, honestly this is 3 years ago, maybe even 4, but it's just so burned into my fucking memory because people. I'm gonna tell you everybody's name after, but people were sharing it, thinking that it was real. They like read the article.
But that sounds fucking
It
ridiculous.
sounds fucking ridiculous. So all right, so I clicked. So obviously I clicked on the article because I'm like, well, fuck, man, I'm curious. Everybody's sharing, and I just ignored it the first few times because you have people like, yeah, do it, fucking kill him, Queen, or whatever, you know. So I'm reading through all these fucking posts, and I just got after seeing like 6 or 7 people share it, clearly not making a joke about it, right? Like,
Yeah.
because you can tell when somebody's like leaning into the joke. But when everybody is responding in the same way, like, oh man, I really hope she does it. Like, oh, I can't believe he's getting knighted or whatever. Like, you have to, like, they're serious. They think it's fucking real. So I click on the article because now I'm myself curious. Well, is this real? And I'm reading it, and it says, you know, oh yeah, the Queen, according to British law, is well within her rights of publicly executing Donald Trump, you know, at the time of knighting him in this date in the future. So already I'm kind of thinking like, that's weird. I don't think he's gonna get fucking knighted anytime soon. And then the next thing, it was a line like something along the lines of like, yeah, any citizen of the Commonwealth, when they're being knighted, the Queen can fucking kill them basically, and like of no penalty. Now, you know, the Civil War and everything that liberated the United States from the fucking Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So like already, like I don't like, and I'm not a fucking history major. I'm not a particularly smart or well-educated fellow. I mean, you know, well-educated enough for, you know, can you bring a Red Bull lover? Is a text that I got from a friend just now.
A bowl lover? Like somebody who loves bowls, or are they calling you lover?
Read this, and I think Red Bull, right? Red Bull, not Red Bull. Is that you just corrected?
It says Red Bull lover.
Right.
And Shanna would like one too. I'm just gonna read your text out loud.
Yeah, that's fine.
And don't forget your sliding stuff for you and your wife.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, fuck. The timer's up, so let me just restart this. We'll talk about this quickly, and then we'll call it because now apparently I gotta go do some shit. All right. Anyway,
What time is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's 1:30.
30. Fuck.
Did he mean Red Bull or Red Bowl?
I think he meant Red Bull, but
Like
instead
these.
of Red Bull over, he wrote Red Bull lover.
Okay.
So, you know, it's just a weird text to get from your boy. Bring a Red Bull lover.
Isn't he your boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
You trying to
fun
make
boss.
your way up the ladder, Matt? Is that how it's working?
Dude, I mean, at this point, fuck. I don't really want to go anywhere. I do too much. Fuck, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Cut this part out.
I'm not. Just let's end it, and then you can go.
Well, hang on. I gotta pee because I want to talk about that fucking
God
article.
damn it! All right.
2 seconds out.
All right. I'm gonna turn this off for a second, and then. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're back
Okay, we're
because
back.
well, we're not even back for long.
Not even back for a long time. I
You
just
couldn't wait 5 minutes.
No, I really couldn't. There's 7 minutes on this thing. I know I couldn't wait because I had to piss like 40 minutes ago. Okay, anyway, so real quick, this fucking article. So, yeah, anyway. So, it said Commonwealth, so already I know that this is bullshit. And then they had a quote from the Queen because, you know, when asked, the Queen said, oh, yeah, I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. I might not. We'll see. And that was like basically what they wrote. Yeah, that ain't how the Queen talks, man, you know? So I immediately then Googled the website, and it's just like the British equivalent of The Onion. So all these
Nice.
fucking people looking stupid as shit You know who you are.
I don't know, man. The Onion is an extremely reliable.
Yeah.
Thing.
So yeah, we all know, but it's like a fucking lie, man. Every now and then I see a headline from the Onion, and I'm like, oh shit, really? And then I see it's the Onion. You know what I mean? Like they're really fucking good at what they do.
I saw these two hero boys who were going around and giving women breast exams to check for breast cancer. Like, my heart.
My heart. How old were the kids? They're like children?
12?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just like Google a little bit further, right? Like, I don't know, man. Like, to me, it's not that hard to like decipher bullshit information from what is like plausible and makes sense, right? Like, no one's trying to control you with vaccinations. Bottom line.
I mean, okay. Watch it happen. And
then I'm wrong. Then I'm wrong, man. And we'll do another episode where we just go, oops, my bad. You know what I mean?
We
like,
won't be able to because Bill Gates will have like a brainwashed all of us.
Okay. We'll end with this. What? All right. So Bill Gates wants to microchip all of us and get the microchips. He knows where we are at all times. He knows exactly what we're doing at all times. Jim, what does he do with this information? And let's also assume, that he can just like flip a switch and control us. What? Because now Bill Gates rules the world, and he's still letting us go about our lives, but he just knows what we're doing and could control. Like, why? What's the reason?
No, the microchip is to transmit Microsoft ads directly to our brains.
Is that what they're saying?
I don't know.
Okay,
because
I'm like, now. Look, honestly, dude, Bill, good call. That's fucking genius.
All you think about all day is buying Microsoft.
Yeah, well, I think he would just have. It's like Inception, right? You've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, but I don't understand how it would be like that.
So, like, you know, they go like really, really deep into this person's mind, and they just like place a really subtle idea. Like that's what Bill Gates does too, right? He just like, you know, you'll be using some Microsoft's competition, and then he'll just like quickly, in passing, make you think of something great that Microsoft Office does or whatever. You know what I mean?
Just the only reason he has the microchips is so that every Apple user immediately drops all Apple products and goes to buy Microsoft.
Dude, you know, if after I get vaccinated, you know, whenever
you have the urge to get an Android,
then I'm telling you right now, man.
It's Bill Gates.
And this is like that witchcraft shit, because I fucking bet that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to get fucking vaccinated, and then just coincidentally, I'm going to be like, you know what? Let me get an Android. And then I'm going to tell you about it. And again, you're going to be like, well, fuck, bro. Maybe this is right about that vaccine shit.
Yep.
Whatever. If that's the case, then good for Bill Gates. Then he wins. He wins the world. He just won life.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold anything against him.
No, I don't think so. Because like I said, my life isn't that fucking special, man. Like, because what are these people gonna do anyway? All the people that are like yelling about this shit, like they're just gonna work their jobs, and, like supply for their family, and then die. Like everybody else, but the difference is they're just yelling about nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you're still gonna have a normal life regardless.
Yeah.
Of whether or not Bill Gates is fucking do it. Whatever.
All right. I think we should end it here.
I think we should end it here.
Last comments.
Oh.
Hang dry your jeans and don't kill yourself, because who knows, you might rule the world in the apocalypse.
And if that isn't motivation to stay alive, I don't know what is.
All right.
Oh,
should we like end off with the name of our podcast? Because I feel like we don't ever say it.
Say what? Like, this has been Uncle Matt's Basement.
Yeah. Subscribe.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. If I have to start doing that, man, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say, because I feel like they don't just end it like that.
No, I know. All right, listen, we're still working on this whole thing. Like, we don't
follow us on social media.
Mm-hmm. Don't yell at me.
I feel
please.
like they don't just say subscribe. It's like subscribe and something.
And subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks. What brand is this? Thanks, Ted Baker, for sponsoring this video. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Fuck. I think like intros and sign-offs are pretty fucking hard.
They are, man. They're cringy.
But
not
really
when
are.
other people do them.
Not when other people do them.
Well, some people. But not when everybody does them. Just like
Hi guys,
when
this
I
is
do
fucking
it.
like I hate that though. I
Yeah.
hate that. I hate that it's really excited hi.
Yeah.
Like we just don't give a shit if you're here or not. We're doing this for us. And a
Yeah,
little,
I
and
mean,
a little
in
bit
reality,
for,
we're, you know.
If I
that's
get
why
like validation from one person, I'm good.
yeah.
Because that
listen,
would just like help me be a little
the
less
reason
insecure.
it's a budget podcast is not because we can't afford to put money into it. It's just that this is
Well-
it's just a way for us to fucking get together once a week during a pandemic. Cause like,
And maybe give fucking 3 people some entertainment. You know? Like whatever. Like, you know, our girlfriends and one of your friends.
maybe I don't think anybody's gonna make it all the way through.
I don't think so either. That's fine.
I couldn't.
Dude, I can't. Dude, we fucking. Yeah, we watched like. I got through 5 seconds of the last one that we did, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't watch this. I just.
Well, to
and
be
it's
fair,
not,
we had just done it. Like it's us
I think
talking.
I think that helped, and then
But
yeah,
at
I
the
think that
same
was a part of
time,
it.
we also don't. We're not like. We don't like how we talk. You know
No,
what I mean? Like
I don't
there's
like
just
the
a
way I
lot
look. I
of
don't.
yeah. There's a lot of
fucking,
stuff we don't like about ourselves, so it's just hard to watch.
Just 2 of like the most insecure, introverted people, like just
Yeah.
throwing themselves on the internet, just being themselves. Like
Well,
that's
so-
hard, man. That's I think at the very least we're like trying to overcome some like insecurities or whatever.
Yeah,
at
for
least
sure.
I am doing this, right? When
Yeah.
you like first pitched this to me, I'm like, I don't know, dude. And the first like 3 that we recorded were fucking weird because I wasn't
Yeah.
used to like feeling like someone was looking at me the whole time. But I don't really.
But
feel
there's
like
nobody
that
there,
now.
so it's okay.
Yeah, I don't really feel like that now. I have a hard time like when you posted the clip there. I was like, ugh.
Oh, were you?
I think yeah.
I just
yeah,
thought it was funny.
I was still, but that's the thing, right? Like the clips of you, I think it's funny and like you know what I mean. Like we're both just whatever. Anyway, stay tuned to watch our personal growth and watch us be
Yeah,
more
I
comfortable by
mean-
the end of this, hopefully.
Yeah, like I said, like the main reason I wanted to do this is just because neither one of us has the best mental health in the world, and
For real.
isolating from everybody else kind of fucking sucks. And it's been a year, so
100%. Hey, we'll talk about that next week. We'll have a little serious bit. Ugh, I know. Just turn it off.
yeah, I'm turning it off.
Turn it off.